Welcome to Age Friendly Cleveland. My name is Mary McNamara, and I'm the director of the Cleveland Department of Aging. Across our country, we have what we call an aging network of services because no one division of government, agency, hospital system, or faith-based group provides all the services an older adult might need to age successfully. As examples, some older adults may need transportation or in-home health care, modifications to the home, or resources for staying engaged after retirement. It is our hope with this Age Friendly Cleveland series that you might learn more about the resources right here in Cleveland. This next segment is about one of the trusted agencies we work closely with every day to make Cleveland an age-friendly city.
Hello and welcome to Age Friendly Cleveland. I'm Dan Monroe. Thanks for joining us. Today we're talking about Social Security, everything you needed to know. My guest today is Brandon Smith, Public Affairs Specialist with the Social Security Administration. Brandon, thank you so much for being back here.
Thanks for having me.
You know, before we talk about everything Social Security, I want to learn a little bit about you. How long you been with SSA? What exactly do you do there?
Sure, I was kind of doing the math in my head. It's been actually 16 and a half years that I've been with Social Security, which is funny because in my head, I still feel like I'm in my mid-20s. I don't look at it, but I still feel like it. I handle Social Security's public outreach for the greater Cleveland area, primarily Cuyahoga County, Lake, Lorraine, Geauga. We've been a Portage, a little bit of Ashtabula as well. So be it speeches, seminars, other outreach, a little bit of radio, TV as well. So it's really about getting the message out to the public regarding Social Security.
Well, of course, yeah, we are talking about Social Security, so let's just go back to a little civics lesson. What exactly is Social Security? How does it benefit us?
Sure. Social Security federal benefit program signed into law on August 14th, 1935 by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. It pays Social Security retirement, survivor, spousal, disability benefits to 65 to 69 million Americans. We administer the Supplemental Security Income Program, which is a low-income based program for people that are blind, disabled, or over the age of 65. And of course, most of your viewers have a Social Security card. We issue millions of cards to individuals throughout the country.
You know, one thing I hear about with Social Security, especially for those receiving benefits, is the cost of living adjustment, or COLA. What exactly is that?
Cost of living adjustment is what usually is an annual increase that people will receive in their Social Security benefits. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm here today. I wanted to inform your viewers of the increase and when they should expect it in their checks.
Well, when does this all take place? And well, first of all, how does the increase get factored in?
Okay, well, it's based on the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers from the third quarter of the most recent year that there was a cost of living increase through the third quarter of this year. So it's factored by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So that information this year came out to be 1.6%. So if you're receiving Social Security retirement, survivor, spousal benefits, or supplemental security income, your checks in January should be 1.6% larger. People that are getting supplemental security income, those checks usually come on the 1st. January 1st is a holiday, so those checks will be paid at the end of December. On average, for people that are getting retirement benefits, it's about a $24 increase. For people on disability, it's about a $20 increase on average.
Every little bit helps.
Yes,
too.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
What's the maximum amount of earnings that are subject to our Social Security tax?
Sure. Well, there are really two taxes. There's a 6.2% Social Security tax and 1.45% Medicare tax. People in 2020, which seems so futuristic in my head, people will be taxed up to $137,700. So if you make above that, you aren't paying into Social Security anymore. So if, for example, I made $140,000 and you made $240,000, as far as Social Security is concerned, we both made $137,700.
So let's say I'm collecting my Social Security benefits, but I get another job and I'm still working. Does that affect what I get, my benefits?
It can. A couple things. First off, your overall benefit is going to be based on the highest 35 years that you worked and paid into the system. I would say it's sort of like that game of Jenga, where you have your highest 35 years. If you continue to work, maybe we can add another year on top, so it could increase the amount of your benefit. But there's also a limit to how much you can work and earn and receive benefits. That changes every year. So for 2020, depending on how old you are, there are two limits that your viewers want to be aware of. If you're not going to be 66 years old at all in 2020, $18,240 is the limit of gross earned wages or net profits from self-employment that you can have and still collect all of your benefits. If you're going to turn 66 next year, we only care about how much money you're going to make in the months before you reach 66. In those months before your 66th birthday, you can make up to $48,600. As of the first day of the month that you hit your full retirement age going forward, you can make whatever you want to and collect benefits.
Well, we're giving out a lot of information right here, but where can people find out more about this? Can they go to their website?
Sure. Our website, socialsecurity.gov, is a great resource for people. You can do it on your desktop, your laptop, your tablet, your smartphone, whenever you want to. It's essentially Social Security in your pocket. You can also call us at our toll-free national number, 1-800-772-1213.
What's the maximum Social Security benefit someone can get in 2020?
The maximum or the largest amount that a person that's turning 66 in 2020 can receive is $3,011.
So let's talk now about the changes to the amounts for supplemental security income.
Sure. So SSI, Supplemental Security Income, as I mentioned before, it's a federal needs-based program for people that are blind, disabled, or over the age of 65 with limited income, limited resources. In 2019, $771 was the largest possible check. 2020, $783.
One thing people might not know is there's a Social Security office, a building right here in downtown Cleveland.
Yes, I walked over there. I braved the Cleveland weather to come here today. We have 4 offices within the actual city limits. There are 8 in Cuyahoga County. There's my office and the federal building, East 9th Street, Lakeside. I always tell people to cross from City Hall, Public Hall, and the Free Stamp. We're on the 7th floor. There's an office in the Buckeye Shaker neighborhood, right in the corner of 116th and Shaker Boulevard, just west of Shaker Square. It's across from the Rice Library. I jokingly say the parking lot is about the size of this table, so just be careful if you're traveling over there. We have an office in the Collinwood area, 152nd and South Waterloo, over by the Cleveland Food Bank. Then on the west side, 7517 Lorraine Avenue. It's on the corner of West 73rd and Lorraine.
Regular business hours or maybe some weekend hours? Or
each office is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., except for Wednesdays when we close the public at noon.
Okay, all right. You know, what, we talked about your website. Let's get that website one more time.
Socialsecurity.gov.
Okay, are there any other services that people can access on that website online?
Absolutely. You can apply for benefits online. You can apply for retirement benefits. You can apply for spousal benefits, disability benefits, Medicare. Make it a slightly personal story. Both my parents apply for their benefits. My dad applied a couple of years before my mom. He's a couple of years older. He's going to hate me saying that on TV. But my mom did it at their kitchen table. My dad did it while watching TV. I have an aunt who also applied for benefits online. All of our publications and our brochures can be found on our website. You can create what's called a My Social Security account on our website, which allows you to pull up your statement if you're not on Social Security yet. If you're already getting Social Security, you can make changes to your record. Want to change your address, your telephone number, your direct deposit, you can do it online at socialsecurity.gov.
And that's your My Social Security account?
Correct.
Is there also an app for that, maybe for phones or?
We do have a mobile wage reporting app, so if someone is receiving those supplemental security income benefits and is working, he or she can download the app on their smartphone to be able to input their wages. But as far as My Social Security, you can just pull it up on through your web browser on your smartphone.
I know you mentioned the statement. I know every quarter, maybe even 6 months, I'll get a statement of my Social Security account. Can you also opt to go paperless?
Sure. When you create the My Social Security account, it's going to stop the sending of the paper statements. Now it allows you to pull up your statement whenever you want to. You have to be 18 years old with a domestic mailing address, email address, and a Social Security number. You also have to give us your cell number, your email address whenever you want to access your account. I did this a couple of days ago. So you'll go online, you'll put in your username, your password. It's going to send you a code that lasts for about 10 minutes. So I just waited, and it came within seconds on my phone. I input the code, let me look at my record.
Of course, you have to be fairly tech savvy. I know a lot of our audience are senior citizens. If you still want to keep getting the paper statements, That's fine. You don't have to change anything.
We automatically send it out to people that are 60 and older annually, unless they've already created a My Social Security account. Now, once you sign up for Social Security benefits, you're no longer going to get the statement sent to you, but you can always get your benefit verification letter, or you can always call or come in if you need those documents.
With all this technology, I'm sure you have your website. What about social media? You have Facebook, Social Security, all out there?
We've got the usual suspects. The Social Security has a Facebook page, a Twitter feed, an Instagram page, and a YouTube page, including our blog as well. So if you're surfing the net and you're on Facebook, you want to check out our Facebook page. If you're someone that likes to look at YouTube videos like my kids, they may not look at Social Security, but who knows? They'll surprise me every day. You can go to our official YouTube page. We've got a lot of interesting content. We just sort of delved into Instagram relatively recently, and then of course LinkedIn for more sort of a professional employer-based website.
Now, I know a lot of people watching, they may already be collecting Social Security. They may just turn that age to start collecting. Can people find out, are there any other, like maybe seminars or maybe people where they can go and just get one-on-one help or get their questions answered?
I mean, part of my job is to go out into the community and do presentations and seminars. So if your employer, if your church is looking for someone to maybe do some outreach or provide some information, even if it's just pamphlets on an informational table in the vestibule of a church, give us a call at 1-800-772-1213. Go to any local office and just say, hey, look, I saw Brandon Smith on TV 20. Can you get me in contact with him? And I'll be glad to help him out any way I can.
All right, Brandon, that's fantastic. You just give out the phone number. Let's get that website out one more time.
Let's give the phone number, 1-800-772-1213. That website is socialsecurity.gov. And if you want to go directly to get the My Social Security account, it's socialsecurity.gov/myaccount.
Brandon Smith, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate a lot of great information out there. And thank you, too, for watching Age Friendly Cleveland. I'm Dan Monroe, and we'll see you next time.